Other people. All right, so welcome to this morning's session. I want to talk about mindset specifically on how we can build our belief. Um, it can be very easy to, when you've never done network marketing before, to feel discouraged, to feel like you don't know what you're doing, because you don't. None of us do when we get started. To feel like this must not be for you because it's not easy. All the thoughts. And so one of the things that I had to do when I first started was one, believe in what these supplements could do for myself, believe what they could do for other people, and believe what the opportunity could do for myself, and other people. Some of those things I'm still building my belief on because I'm still in the early ranks. Like I'm making part-time money with this company, which is more than a lot of people are, but it's still not 10 grand a month, right? So like I'm still believing that achieving that hit is possible. But some of the best things we're going to talk about what we can do to build that belief, because if we're not doing something to build the belief, you can guarantee that you're going to lose the little bit that you had and it's just going to fade off. So, to start off, building your belief, be consistent. Be consistent in taking your product, be consistent in showing up. Um, I've had women who are not a part of my company, not a part of my team, don't know anything about my back office, and they compliment me on showing up. Like, Nelly, you're smashing it. And literally, it's just me showing up every day. They don't know how much money I'm making. They don't know, literally, they don't know anything about the business side, but they see me showing up. And so the assumption is, Nelly must be doing really, really well. She must be making a crap ton of money because she just keeps showing up. But you have to show up before the money shows up. You have to have the illusion of, this is what I'm working for. I'm working as if I'm a diamond because you better believe I'm going to be one. But if you don't start working as if you are the rank that you want, you're never going to hit it, because there has to be mind shift changes that happen on the inside of you before you can ever get to those ranks. It's one of those things, as business owners, as um, entrepreneurs, no one's telling you what to do, right? And one of my issues was, as a chronic people pleaser, one of the things that I used to say, even up into my mid 20s before I had kids, was, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. That's all. Just tell me what to do. I'll do it. And the problem with that mindset as entrepreneur is no one is telling you what to do. You have to tell yourself what to do. As much as wake up, brush your teeth, fix your hair, Nelly, because you look like a homeless bum. Like those simple things that take your products today, because the results aren't instant. They are compounding, because your testimony is what's going to, quote, sell the product. They're not just gonna People aren't just gonna buy Plexus because you tell me gut health is important. They're gonna buy Plexus because I lost 50 pounds. I have clearer skin, better energy, better mood. I poop every day. Those are the things that cause people to buy. No one's taught them about gut health. Like it seems like a conspiracy theory at this point. So you have to
Mhm.
link the concept of gut health with what the results come from consistently caring for your gut, right? So be consistent. If you don't believe in the product or the opportunity, which means the income you can make from this company, it will reflect when you're trying to recruit. When you're trying to convince someone to sign up, if you don't fully believe in what this can do, you're going to sound insecure, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this person doesn't really believe that. So why should I invest 100 and how much money in it?" And there's so many different ways you can grow your belief. It doesn't have to be your own story. Now, I have my story now. I've been taking these products for almost 2 years. February of next year will be my 2-year anniversary of when I signed up. So I have now a lot of my own personal testimony to go off of. But when I started, when I went silver in this company, it was, oh my gosh, I lost 4 pounds. Oh my goodness, I have energy. I didn't have to take a nap today. And it was just pure excitement. I didn't understand gut health. I didn't understand how these products works. Um, I didn't even fully understand the long-term effects of taking the products. I just knew I did the 3-day reset. I lost 6 pounds and I had energy to do my day. And that for once, I didn't have pain in my hands all day. That was it. That was all. It was just my 3-day reset results. And then at the end of that month, I had lost 10 pounds. And so then I was like, oh my gosh, I lost 10 pounds. I have been yo-yoing between gaining and losing 5 pounds for the past 2 years. So this is such a big deal to me. And it was just stinking excitement. So whatever's in your head that says, I don't have a testimony to share, what progress have you made since you started? That's a testimony. And that testimony is just going to grow as you keep showing up consistently. But different growth practices that you can do and that I did in the Stories and Supplements Facebook group for Plexus. I was reading testimonials about women getting pregnant every day. Because that was why I started Plexus, was for women getting pregnant. And then I started learning about PCOS and hormonal imbalances and all that. I was looking up testimonials about people that I know, like my mom has fibromyalgia. So I started looking up fibromyalgia and gut health. I started researching, just Googling gut health plus whatever. And so now I have people coming up to me like, Nelly, you know so much, blah, blah, blah. I was spending the first 6 months of my Plexus life researching, absorbing, building my belief because I wanted to know that there were people out there that have seen results with what I was doing. And you have a community of people here to support you. If you're not sure if there's a story to match someone's illness, ask because there's a good chance that there is. People that are underweight have gained weight because of Plexus. People that are overweight have lost weight because of Plexus. People with thyroid dysfunction. Someone in our team had her thyroid removed from thyroid cancer a few years ago, and her thyroid medication has been reduced. So she has to take a synthetic thyroid hormone because her thyroid isn't there. It's not producing the hormone. But her body was struggling to find a balance with it. And with Plexus, now her doctor's like, hey, it looks like your body's metabolizing that hormone so much better. Let's lower your dosage. So she's reducing the amount of extra toxins going into her body because of Plexus. People with anxiety issues, me, no longer. I have people off medication. Depression, gone, off medication. People with acne, skin issues, chronic. I used to have dry patches around my face, on the outside of my face, around here. And I used to have red patches under my eyes right here. And no matter what, if I did skincare, whatever, it might soothe it, but it never went away. And it took time because this was my gut health crying out for help. And I didn't know that my gut was crying for help. So skin issues, cysts, acne, like, oh my goodness, everything is linked to our gut. So those are those things where you can do of like reading testimonials. Other things to grow your mindset, podcasts, listening to podcasts. There's so many, whether it's Plexus related or not, knowing that you are capable of running a business, being successful, changing your story. You have what it takes to do that. Books, if you have time to read books or listen to a book that helps you learn how to grow in your mindset, do that. Break down your why. Why did you start Plexus? Why did you choose to try and help other people with Plexus? And it's more than just wanting money. Let me share with you my why. We are a single income home. My husband's a pastor. Our income is just enough to get us month to month. We are paycheck to paycheck every month. When sudden things happen, they are crippling. I homeschool our kids. I want to be able to take my children on outings, go to museums. I want to be able to not have to worry about if we have to pick up something to eat, whether we have money in the bank for that. I want to be able to buy new pairs of pants that don't have worn out holes on the inner thighs because that is my chronic issue with my pants. Um, I want to be able to pick up a new bra and not worry about whether I can afford that. I want to be able to take my kid on wild excursions. He asked to go to Disney California just a couple nights ago. I want to be able to say yes. Let's go. I want to, travel freely. I want to help my mother who is she's empty nester, lives alone. I want to help her because she is paycheck to paycheck and desperate. I want to see people's lives changed because I don't believe that God intended for us to live on the poverty line. I believe in a God of abundance and a God that cares for his children, that loves his children. And the proof of what he can do for us is shown in the mental growth that I've done. Um, just believing that I can lead a team has changed my thinking dramatically. The Nelly you know today is not the Nelly I was last year. I think I'm still a kind person. I've always been a kind person. But up until Plexus, if things got hard, I would quit. If I wasn't naturally gifted in that ability, I would quit. Even to the point of, say, playing an instrument. I sing and I play guitar and keyboard just enough to get by. But like the training, the meticulous training that takes to be like excellent as a musician, that's not me. I'm like just enough to get by. Um, and I would feel challenged if I had to learn something new to the point where I felt like my brain was breaking in half of like I couldn't possibly learn how to whatever. That's hard. That feels too hard. I couldn't possibly learn how to put together a Instagram reel and share a message and be funny and be relatable. How do you do that? That doesn't make sense. I do that almost every day now because I started showing up. I just started showing up and say, impossible is not an option. Everything is figure outable. Everything. And everything can be tuned into who we were intended to be. So the goal is to stay, if we can stay authentic to who we really are on the inside. We're kind people. We want to help. So we lean into that understanding of if you authentically want to help others, then lean into that. And it's perfectly okay to make an income from helping others. It is a noble thing to make an income and your priority be you want to help someone. You want to change their life because you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for them. And so one of the things that when I first started growing my network on Instagram, one of the first things I would tell myself as I was picking up my phone to shoot a message is I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve them. Okay, I'm messaging Candace. I'm here to serve Candace. Whatever she needs, if basically if she doesn't have a need for Plexus, I'm not going to offer it. That's how I approached it. Now I can be almost so bold to say, hey, I don't know if you need this, but I've been taking this and it's helped me with X, Y, and Z. Would you be open to talking about it and seeing if they have a need? And then if they say no, fine. I'm still going to be friends. I'm still going to be kind. That doesn't change who I am. Their rejection of my product doesn't change their view of me because I am not my product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not selling you Nelly. Here, buy some Nelly. Oh, you don't want the Nelly? Oh, okay. I'm offering them Plexus. I'm offering them gut health. They're not rejecting Nelly. They're rejecting the supplement. But they keep showing up in my stories and they keep showing up on my reels and they keep showing up in my content because they like me. I'm not the problem, So I'll just keep building that relationship with them. I've had people, my goodness, if I showed you my notes, the amount of people that I've reached out to and they either said no or not right now, and then like the next month they signed up. But if I never took the step to offer them Plexus, then I would be nowhere. All y'all came from me being bold. Whether I was your initial contact or not, each one of you came from me being bold. And that trickled down. And now it's your turn to be bold. Allow people the right to reject you. It's okay. You're not going to die. You're not even going to like get a bruise. You're going to be okay. It's okay if they say no. Um, then last thing, one of the things, and then I'll let y'all go. Family first, always. And I know this feels kind of random to everything, but when you remember why you started, and be as mamas, it's usually I want time freedom. I want to be able to be with my kiddos. I want to be able to take care of them. So when the time comes where you have more time freedom, don't sacrifice your family for Plexus. There's never going to be a Plexus emergency that's so dramatic that you have to shove your kids aside and say, like, I can't talk right now. It's Plexus. Oh, they told me to call them. I need to call them right now. This is gut health, guys. It's supplements. It's not dramatic. It's not that big, like that serious. Where if you designate that this is your family time, let it be your family time. Allow the pockets of time that you give for Plexus to be well done, but then allow the time that you set aside for your family to be well done as well. Because when you start feeling the joy of the time freedom and then also the success of consistently showing up for your business, you can have both. As I firmly believe, we're bringing back the generation of Proverbs 31 women, where she took care of her home, she ran a business, she sold stuff at the market, she made sure that her family was clothed and well fed, and the community all talked about how amazing she was, and her kids called her blessed, and her husband praised her at the city gate. But she took care of her home. She was present at her home. She had a team of people that she was leading. It says she had servants. She had a team of people she was leading. She sold at the market. She made clothes. So these are all things that we can do. Our market is virtual. We literally can just stay in our home. We can take care of our home. We can take care of our children. We can bless our husbands. We can create an environment that is loving and kind. We can lead a team. And y'all can rise through the ranks to the tops of the company and completely either retire your husband or give him the freedom to do the job that has been on his heart. It's totally possible. So I'd encourage you, really visit why you want this, what you hope to see. Draw a picture for yourself. As we're preparing to go into a new year, look at a vision board. What would it look like for you to be an Emerald ambassador, which Emerald is the first jewel rank. And with that, you are entering into six-figure income. What would that look like for you? To say that you're making $6,000 to $10,000 a month. You've earned a Plexus Lexus, the vehicle that for free. That you now have a vehicle in your driveway. You're earning $7,000 a month. You have more than you've made in a long time. What would you do with that? What would your life look like? How would you support your family? Who would you bless? What would your life feel like? Would you hire a cleaning crew? Would you, would you have someone come in once a month to do your laundry for you? What would you do? dream big and know that anything is possible. Okay. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to stop the recording here.